box, and of all the GameCenter options, this is the cheapest. This is the $60 Roku box that I have. I also know some folks at Roku. Brian, who used to be at Slingbox, and I'm going to try to touch base with him and see if I can get a discount for Hockeybuzz people, because honestly, this is an incredible box. Even at 60 bucks, I mean, you can't beat this. This is a cable killer in a lot of ways. So checking out the Roku box here. First off, like I said, this is $60. It offers a Netflix, which is amazing because you can click on Netflix and watch pretty much any streaming movie you want. Amazon Video, which is really better than Apple TV in so many ways because you can order videos. It's better than iTunes because basically you don't have to store anything on your computer. It's stored in the cloud somewhere, and as long as you ordered that video at one point or another, you have that video for life. And if you just open up Amazon Video on a computer or another box, it's there. You don't have to worry about running out of storage like I always did on my Apple TV with our kids' videos especially. So that's really good. Hulu Plus, which goes without saying, is amazing and in every which way, but we'll talk about more about that later. And then there's MLB TV, a couple other things here. But moving on to Reason for Age with TV, my favorite station is on CNET. Moving on now to the NHL app. Sorry, here's the NHL app. I wish there was a way to rearrange these icons. I don't know if there is. I haven't been able to figure it out. NHL app. Let's move on to it. So you click on, and it brings up this box, which basically has in the middle there you can see NHL GameCenter Live, archived games, and these are classic games. So classic games basically are going back. It says relive NHL games dating back to the 1960s. There's pretty amazing classic games. I'll show you some of those. Archived games are games from recent seasons. So if you click on archived games, for example, you see the 2010-11 season right now. I think maybe Roku goes back further, so we'll check that out. So that's something to note right there. A difference perhaps in these classic games. You can browse by date or browse by team. So let's go, so you have a lot of Montreal Canadiens fans. There's a lot of Montreal Canadiens classic games. Let's browse by team. So this is all hooked up to the Wi-Fi in the house, obviously. So there's no charge per month for this, which is really pretty amazing in so many ways. I mean, talk about saving money. This is just a huge way to save money. Problem at all. So here we got the Ducks. Let's go through these. Oh, the Atlanta Flames. Wow. Atlanta Thrashers, Boston Bruins. Let's go Campbell Conference. Let's see if we can let's go to Montreal Canadiens for a second because they always have some good ones. Just for the heck of it, Montreal Canadiens. Alright, so now it's retrieving the Montreal Canadiens classic games that are in its memory. And, okay, so you go back to 1959, Stanley Cup Final Game 3. Let's check that out for a second. Versus Toronto. You can see there, it brings it up. You can play the game. And now it retrieves it. This just takes a second, really. It doesn't take very long, considering, honestly, what it's doing here. It brings up pretty much the whole game. You can see I've got 4 quality bars there. That means I've got high-speed internet. Turn it up a little bit. As you can see, I mean, the quality on this, I mean, considering this game is 60 years old, pretty darn good, right? So, and no real choppiness to it at all. No choppiness at all. Let's go back into something more current. So there's all the games. You basically have all the teams there for your classics. Continuing back now into browse by team, browse by date. So I'm going to archived games now. Archived games are games that happened in this season, for example. So 2010-11 season. Let's browse by team again for the heck of it. Let's pick Buffalo this time, just to be fair. Let's see. So I go to Buffalo. Alright, so it takes a second, but that's pretty quick as you see. So October 8th, 2010, that's the Buffalo opener. And now we're going all the way through. Let's see how caught up it is. I think it's usually pretty much to a couple nights ago. Sometimes it takes 48 hours or so. December 7th, 2010, that was last night, right? Yeah, or 2 nights ago. Yeah, today's the 10th, so it's 3 days ago. Forget me, I've had a sick family. Anyway, but Boston Buffalo from December 7th, 2010. Let's watch it. Well, you can play a full game, you can play a condensed game, or you can view highlights. And the highlights are obvious, but play a full game for a second, just to see how long it takes to load a full game up. Pretty quick. Okay, so this is in full HD, 1080p. This is in Boston, so it is a dark, you know, it is in general a dark, but you can see it's not very choppy at all. I mean, it's not perfectly smooth at all, and I know they're working on that all the time, and it's something you should know. It's not flawless. It's not like you're watching it live. There's a little bit of a really quick choppiness to it. As you can see here also, you can fast forward through the game. Let's see if I can get it. You can see, so the game's an hour and 38 minutes long. I can fast forward little bits at a time here. Forward, and then it will catch up eventually. And move forward to that point of the game. So, fast forward is not the greatest. So let's see, I can go. Well, I can go much faster here. So it's got the 1, 2, 3 fast thing. So now I'm going 10 minutes in, 15. Okay, so let's go towards the end of the game here. So on the left there, it's telling me I'm 35 minutes in. On the right, it's telling me an hour to go. That kind of thing. So going into this, and let's say, so we'll say with, like, you know, I don't know. Let's watch the last, say you want to watch the last 10 minutes of the game. So you go here, boom, click on play. You get a little progress bar. Pretty quick. So you can see right now, actually, there's only 18 seconds left in the game. So there's probably a post-game show to a degree on here too, which is pretty cool. Oh, actually, sorry. This goes into overtime. That's why it's only 8 seconds left. This is right. This is the Boston Buffalo game. Okay, so that's archive games. Let's move back now. So now you can play condensed game, view highlights, as we said before. Now we're going back to the main page, and we'll get back into games. Now we're back to 2010 season, and now NHL GameCenter Live. So this is of course live games, and you can do this lots of ways. You can set this up for a lot of things. There aren't any live games on right now because it's early in the morning. This tells you the games for tonight. So you can see Canadiens at Detroit at 7 p.m. tonight. And the quality on these live games is very similar to the quality on that archived game. It's a little bit choppy, a little bit more choppy so than like for you to watch it online, or maybe another option which we'll show you later. But not bad, you know, not bad in general. So these are the games for tonight. If you were to click on Montreal Canadiens and Detroit Red Wings, now this is something important to know. It says, due to in-market blackout restrictions, this game is not available for viewing. My little speech on this is eventually all this blackout stuff is going to have to go away because it's basically technology. You can't put, you know, stuff back in a donkey, as they say, or the toothpaste back in the tube, perhaps is a better way to say it. For now, that is something important to notice. Just like NHL GameCenter Online, the games on Versus, the games nationally televised, it may not be available to be seen. Roku. $59.99 to $99.99. GameCenter is free. Of course, you have to have your subscription to GameCenter on NHL.com. So that's Roku. Coming back with Boxy.